Okay, so we've all seen the mind-blowing demos of generative AI, right? But let's be real, for any business, the hype leads to one huge question. How do we actually know if this stuff is adding real value? In this explainer, we're going to cut through all that noise and give you a clear framework, 6 essential metrics to measure the true impact of generative AI on the bottom line. And that right there, that's the big question we're tackling. I mean, it's not enough for an AI to be cool or powerful. At the end of the day, it has to be profitable. This is all about moving from just impressive technology to impressive, tangible results that you can actually take to the bank. So how do you actually bridge that gap between the hype and the real-world impact? Well, the answer is having a clear, consistent framework. We need a way to evaluate these AI systems using a specific set of metrics to see if they're genuinely helping the business hit its most important targets. All right, before we dive into the metrics themselves, let's get on the same page about what we even mean by business value. It's pretty simple, really. It's the measurable contribution an AI makes to core business goals, things like making things run faster, bringing in more money, or keeping customers happy. Think of this as our North Star for everything we're about to cover. Our journey starts right at the foundation, the AI's core performance. Before you can even think about customers or profits, you have to ask a simple question. How well does this thing actually run? And that question leads us directly to our first 2 critical metrics. So on one hand, you've got efficiency. You can think of this as how lean and mean the AI is. And on the other, you have accuracy, which is all about whether it gets the job done right. Both are absolutely critical for a healthy system. You can't have one without the other. So let's break these 2 down. An efficient AI is definitely not a wasteful one. This metric is all about whether the model is a gas guzzler or a sleek hybrid. Is it just burning through a massive amount of computing power, time, and energy to get a result? Or is it optimized to do its job quickly without, breaking the bank on resources? But look, being fast and cheap means absolutely nothing if the answer is wrong. That's where accuracy comes in. It's the ultimate measure of reliability. If your AI is supposed to be translating text or identifying things in a photo, does it actually get it right, consistently? Without dependable, correct outputs, the system is pretty much worthless. Okay, so we've got a healthy system humming along under the hood. Now we can shift our focus outward. How is this AI directly affecting the people who matter most, the customers? Let's dig into how AI can change customer behavior and, of course, the company's bottom line. And this brings us to 2 metrics that are just crucial, especially for things like e-commerce. First, you have conversion rate, the art of turning a casual browser into a paying customer. And second, average revenue per user, which tells you exactly how much money each customer is generating. Just picture this, an AI-powered chatbot that helps you find the absolute perfect product, or a recommendation engine that shows you exactly what you were looking for, maybe even before you knew you were looking for it. The conversion rate measures precisely that. How good is the AI at guiding someone from just being curious all the way to clicking that buy button? So beyond that first purchase, how much is each customer actually worth? That's what ARPU, or average revenue per user, is all about. An AI can be brilliant at boosting this number by making smart recommendations or personalized offers, which makes every single customer relationship that much more profitable. We've covered the AI's internal health and its immediate effect on customers. So now, for our final pair of metrics, it's time to zoom out and look at the big picture, the AI's long-term strategic value. This is all about sustainable growth and the future value the AI brings to the entire business. And here, we're really looking at 2 incredibly powerful ideas. First, versatility. Can the AI do more than just one thing well? And second, loyalty. Is the AI helping to build lasting, valuable relationships with customers that are going to pay off for years to come? When you talk about strategic value, you're really talking about versatility. A truly great AI isn't a one-trick pony. The metric for this is cross-domain performance. For example, a model that's a rock star at both translating language and creating images is way more valuable because it can solve multiple, totally different business challenges. Now this might just be the ultimate metric for long-term success. CLV isn't about a single sale. It's about the entire relationship. It's the total amount of money you can expect from one customer over the long haul. And AI is a game changer here because it can personalize experiences and build loyalty that keeps customers coming back again and again. Whew, okay. We've covered a lot of ground here, from the nuts and bolts of performance all the way to long-term strategy. So now let's put it all together into a simple, powerful toolkit that you can use to evaluate pretty much any generative AI application. And here they are, the 6 key metrics, all in one place. You've got your core performance with efficiency and accuracy. Then you've got your direct customer impact with conversion rate and ARPU. And finally, the big picture strategic vision with cross-domain performance and customer lifetime value. This is your whole framework. And this quote really drives the point home, doesn't it? This isn't just some theoretical exercise. When you're making real-world decisions about which AI models to invest in, this framework is the practical guide you need to figure out what their true business value is actually going to be. So I want to leave you with one final thought to chew on. Think about the AI you interact with every single day. A search engine, your favorite streaming service, a virtual assistant on your phone. For each one of them, which of these 6 metrics do you think is the most important for its success? The answer actually reveals a whole lot about its true purpose and value.